the Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge Golf Course. It's opening. That's right. This course is celebrating 100 years. 100 years at the JPL Golf Course. And, of course, this is consistently, perennially, annually named Canada's #1 golf resort, and for a very good reason. The Fairmont JPL is excited to announce the reopening of its renowned course on the 1st of July. That's Canada Day, coming up, marking the beginning of its centennial celebrations. Can you believe the Stanley Thompson designed course opened in 1925? And has consistently been ranked as one of the best in the world. Now, of course, I don't have to remind you that about a year ago, in July of last year, wildfire greatly impacted this property. But after extensive recovery efforts following last year's wildfires, the reopening is ushering in what they're describing as a transformative year, which is launching the next chapter for this iconic course. It's my favorite course to play in Canada. You won't find a better golf experience than you will. As you look around, you're surrounded by the vistas on Pyramid Mountain and I mean, all of the different Edith Cavell, and of course that landscape. Can I get into story time a little bit, Johnny? I wanted to share a couple of my personal stories. If this doesn't convince you, I don't know what will. This is my buddy Laws. If you guys watch the show, you know all about Laws. Well, you probably remember, or maybe you don't, back in September of 2020, I sure do, I got fired, John. I got fired from my job. And my good buddy Laws reached out to me and he said, I think that we need a day on the golf course at the Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge. And we drove out there together. The fall colors absolutely blew our minds. That tee box photo that I just showed, they call it Cleopatra. That's one of the most beautiful holes that you're ever going to play. It's just a stunning, stunning shot with Pyramid in the background. How about this? Oilers' former captain, Stanley Cup champion Andrew Ference was out there for Tee Up for Tots. That's a tournament that I'm proud to host. We'll be back out there again in August, raising $1 million for the Stollery. Playing around with this guy, unbelievable. I don't think there's a sport on planet Earth that Andrew can't play. One of my favorite memories, and look at this. For those of you listening on the podcast, I'm describing just an average view on the Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge golf course. Look at this. This was an incredible foursome that I had the honor and privilege of playing with at another year's edition of Tee Up for Tots. In support of the Stollery, everybody out there, as you can see, just taking seconds. There's these quiet moments as you're putting on the green, as you look around. This view, I mean, it's difficult to process. It's hard to believe. And they're taking tee times, which means that right now is the time to get to it. If you check out Fairmont.com, we're going to link to the specific link. That's, Johnny, right there, the 14th tee box. This is, I would say, probably the signature hole on the golf course. You're teeing off over water. For a guy like me, we describe it as shaping the ball. What people who watch me play describe it as a big slice. But you're able to shape the ball over the water, land it on the fairway, and then have a nice pitching wedge in for a birdie putt. It never works out that way for me, but that's the idea. Golf in Jasper, nothing like it. And again, the course opening July 1st. You can book your tee time and your stay at the Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge today by visiting the links in our show notes. My Jasper Memories is proudly presented weekly on Real Talk by our friends at Tourism Jasper.